we're getting you live visuals of the Prime Minister's massive roadshow in Bengaluru. These are the visuals of the 10-kilometer roadshow that the Prime Minister is undertaking in pole-bound Karnataka. Focus on Bengaluru in the last 2 days to get the length and breadth of the entire rally, the kind of response that has come in and the political significance of it. My colleagues Pragya, Imran and Toya are joining us on the broadcast. Going across to Toya, where a lot of activity is happening. The Prime Minister is just about to arrive there. Where you're at, Toya, what's happening? Okay, we'll go to Toya in just a bit. Going across to Imran, who is joining us from Trinity Circle. It's a 10-kilometer stretch. Imran, all through the road, as we're seeing, a lot of supporters of the Prime Minister, flowers being showered on him. A lot of supporters also walking along as the Prime Minister's vehicle, the campaign vehicle, is moving across.
Well, absolutely. We also have this Bajrang posters, banners which have come up here. As you can see, the issue of Bajrang Dal has created controversy with the Congress planning to ban it. Now, Hanuman banners are also there. Sir, Congress is saying that if they come to power, they'll ban Bajrang Dal.
It's just an appeasement. It's not about Bajrang Dal. It's about appeasement, nothing else.
About appeasement? Appeasement to whom?
To people who have to appease.
Yeah. So you're waving this Hanuman banners there. The Prime Minister also said the Congress has been...
this is our route, so we cannot get away from our roots.
Yeah, so there's any particular reason you brought this banner today?
Because we have to show people that we are with our Sanatana Dharma. What else?
Okay. And what do you have to say to Congress which say that with bans Bajrang Dal?
They cannot do it. It's not a small process to be done. It's a huge process. And they have put foot in their mouth, nothing else.
So the Prime Minister's attacked the Congress, saying that they want to lock up Bajrangis like that they locked up Ram statue there.
We are out. We just need to wait for another few months. We'll have our own Ram Mandir. What else? Nothing else.
Okay. So there you see the Bajrang Dal issue is also playing out with people come up with banners of Lord Hanuman there, trying to send a message saying that even like you heard the gentleman saying that the Bajrang Dal will not be able to ban Bajrang Dal because it's a long process. Let me go across, take some more voices there. Sir, you've also come up with Hanuman banners here. Why is that so?
This is the occasion where the festival environment in Bengaluru, and actually he's a Yuga Purush. In Hindi, if you speak, he's a Yuga Purush. The Yuga Purush is coming in our age. That is our...
we are referring to the Prime Minister.
Yes, referring to the Prime Minister. Of course, this is a festival of the Prime Minister's celebrations. And he is the combination of Swami Vivekananda and Shivaji Maharaj. So, after their avatar, he is the combination, one person combination of the two personalities. This is in our age. This is our privilege to have, and we are lucky to have, and we have come from very far place.
What impact will it have in the Karnataka elections?
Of course, definitely it is a big impact. He is the only impact. And we trust him and we believe him and we vote for him. So we have to strengthen his hands for the development of the country, development of the state.
So what do you have to change the allegations of Congress saying that Prime Minister will not be the Chief Minister of Karnataka and the election is completely run on Prime Minister's image. Chief Minister doesn't matter. Does it matter? Does not matter?
Sir, BJP is the cadre-based party, and Prime Minister is the topmost leader, and the person who is being elected here, actually he'll be having the support and guidance from him, and we trust that. And the party which is the BJP is the only party which has got some hope presently now when compared to other parties.
So nobody matters except the Prime Minister.
Of course, other matters, but Prime Minister is the ultimate. He matters more.
What do you have to say, sir? Do you think that the election people will vote only because Prime Minister is there?
Well, he's a big impact. He has a big impact on these elections, and he is the person who is leading the nation also. Plus, he'll make a great change over here. 15 to 20 seats, he'll make a big change over here.
15 to 20 seats, the Prime Minister's direct influence will
Yes, it will surely have. You can look at the public over here around. They all come on their own. It is the love for the Prime Minister, the love for the nation, and the love for the state.
So I'll come to you, sir. The Congress has made quite a lot of charges against this BJP government,
yes,
and promised also a lot of in the upcoming elections,
yes,
right from 200 units of electricity to 3,000 rupees degree holders, to 1,500 diploma holders, free bus pass for women, 10 kg of rice. Will that have an impact or not impact? Or will it have certain sections of people, or such sections won't be swayed by it?
I think it will have an impact to certain section of the people because the freebie culture that has started in the country, right? And many people are lured to that fact. But I think those people who understand urban population, they will look more for the development and economic activity, like how things can be empowered.
So urban population will be swayed by the Chief Minister or more by the Prime Minister?
I think Prime Minister, because I think two things that embodies how Prime Minister or the government is. There are many allegations, but the two things that stands out, at least for me, is the speed and scale. So speed and scale, if that is the true, if there is a true thought and vision behind it, there are some minor other negativities, but speed and scale of work, it trumps anything else.
Any particular project you like to highlight which you are impressed about with the speed and scale it will finish?
See, I am from the finance industry. The recent UPI thing that has been launched, the digital transformation, I think that is the most important thing that has transformed even the common man in this country. Like yesterday I went and buying fruits. There was one person, the thela wala. He had one scan card, so you can make those kind of payments, and he is like self-serving himself.
So you heard voices there saying that, as far as urban vote is concerned, Prime Minister is quite critical, and the reason is showing here in Bengaluru. The Prime Minister's camped 2 days to completely campaign in the Bengaluru. Yesterday he did 26 kilometers of roadshow. Today is doing 10 kilometers of roadshow, and that will have an impact, especially at least for the urban voters, especially for people who vote for BJP. Prime Minister is quite crucial and central. In a short while from now, we're just showing visuals. The Prime Minister will be coming here, and this is the last leg of the campaign rally where the Prime Minister's 2 days of roadshow will end. As far as the BJP is concerned, quite an important roadshow is because there are 28 assembly constituencies, and there is urban voters, the appeal still the Prime Minister is the biggest leader for them. So it will have a direct impact on many of the assembly constituencies where BJP has set a target of 22 seats to be won out of the 28, and so that they can have this comfortable majority. Like I said earlier, the BJP, unlike last time, has made a big push in the Vakaliga belt. It's called the Old Mysore region, and in Bengaluru too, the Prime Minister's biggest rallies we've seen so far. What we have seen in the history of Karnataka, that 26 kilometers in one day, the Prime Minister has covered it, and today 10 kilometers, and that will have a major impact as we get his voices from the ground here.
You mentioned Bengaluru is going to be one of the regions that are going to be very closely watched, because Karnataka elections, one of the biggest elections, also being seen as a test ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Look at the kind of crowds that have gathered for the Prime Minister's campaign. Is it going to convert into votes or not is going to be interesting to see. Senior journalist R. Rajagopalan on the broadcast with us. Pragya also continues to stay with us. But first, want to take in a word from Mr. Rajagopalan. A very good morning to you, sir. It's the death overs of the Karnataka polls. BJP clearly banking on brand Modi. Our colleagues have been on the ground getting us a lot of reactions from the people who are very happy to see the Prime Minister. But the question remains on whether this will convert into votes or not, because Bengaluru always sees a very dismal voter turnout during the assembly elections.
The turnout is good, but as you asked, whether these voters will turn out on the polling day and the polling booth is a question mark. My understanding, Pratibha, you are from Karnataka. You know the situation well. And I have been traveling a lot in Karnataka. I know the situation. If that is merged together, my understanding is Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, Yogi Adityanath, Rajnath Singh, Nirmala Sitharaman, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, what type of carpet bombing? Has Congress done like that? No. Congress got retrieved. It peaked much earlier. And the way in which Aap bel mujhe maro, there is a proverb in Hindi. So therefore they put the Bajrang Dal ban. BJP used it, and to that tilt, therefore Prime Minister, wherever he goes, he started to say Vande Mataram and Jai Bharat Mata ki Jai, Jai Bajrang ki Jai. So Congress got a back foot on that. My understanding is, yes, it's a difficult question. Unless we are nearing that polling date, another 2 days the polling will be there, another 72 hours. My understanding of election in Karnataka, Pratibha, is unless 75% votage is there from across pan Karnataka, the BJP cannot dream of coming to power. If the voting percentage is below 65, you can take it as a hung assembly. Whatever is there, my experience, my understanding shows that BJP will be the single largest party with 3 digits, Congress will be the second largest party with 2 digits, and the JDS will be below 30.
Right. So B.S. Arun, senior journalist, also on the broadcast with us. So Arun, want to ask you, how are you reading what's happening in Karnataka? Because the Prime Minister, or the charisma of the Prime Minister, is being seen in the number of people who have gathered there on the streets to look at Prime Minister, get a glimpse of him. Is it going to translate into votes or not? The narrative over the last few days has also completely changed. Initially, many political analysts said that the Congress party has an edge, but over the last few days, the narrative has shifted completely. As Mr. Rajagopalan also just mentioned, Jai Bajrangbali reverberating everywhere, even in this road show. But what do you think are going to be the key takeaways on the impact of the Prime Minister's rally, especially in Bengaluru, in the 28 assembly constituencies in the city?
As Prime Minister Modi, second successive day, is on a roadshow in Bangalore, and this is just going to be another 36 hours for the campaigning to end. He had been in South Bangalore as well as in North Bangalore yesterday, and today it was towards east and other parts. MG Road. Today his rally ends at MG Road. So yesterday, a huge, and even today, a huge response to Mr. Modi's roadshow. People, you can see on both sides, and irrespective of the age group, it's children, the middle-aged people, the youth, and as well as the aged were there. And of course, it had caused problems also for the people of Bangalore, because so many roads were closed and so many barricades were put up. And today, the NEET exam is happening in Bangalore. And police have said that they will make arrangements. I don't know how much of it has been made. Now, coming back to the campaign that has been going on for the last 2 to 3 weeks. Earlier, it was Congress which was setting the agenda, and the BJP, sort of reacting to it. But over the last few days, ever since the 3 issues that happened, one, Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, calling Mr. Modi a poisonous snake, and his son Priyank Kharge, a former minister and now MLA, calling Modi a nalayak. And then on the third day, the Congress manifesto stating that equating PFI with Bajrang Dal, all these 3 combined together, BJP drew heavy. It cashed in on that, and even today we can see on the 6th day. BJP making heavy weather of it, and Congress in a way failing to respond properly. Congress is trying, but then it is sort of failing in that effort.
Okay.
I think BJP has set the narrative, and it has sort of wrested the initiative from Congress as far as the campaigning is concerned.
Okay, all right. But, in Karnataka, there are so many interesting metrics, and across the state, if you see, different regions have completely different factors that can sway the polls completely. We're also playing out live visuals. On one hand, Prime Minister Modi's mega rally in Bengaluru, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah's campaign going on in Belagavi, the largest district in Karnataka. Let me take in a word from Pragya on the significance of this rally as well, Pragya. The big guns of the BJP are on the road in the last 2 days of the campaign. Amit Shah and Belagavi is also extremely significant. As of now, the BJP has a big hold over the entire district, 13 out of the 18 assembly seats with the BJP. But the exit of Lakshman Savadi and whether there will be a Lingayat backlash or not is going to be one of the biggest factors in the polls this time around.
These factors will play in the polls, but mind you, the fact that the BJP has taken their biggest star campaigner, Prime Minister Modi, out on the road for 2 days consecutively. Amit Shah will be doing several roadshows today as well. Hemant Biswa Sarma is there. Nirmala Sitharaman addressed gathering yesterday. All the top leadership is in the state campaigning for the party, and so is Congress. Congress has brought out Sonia Gandhi. Priyanka Gandhi is already here. Rahul Gandhi was also here. But to match Prime Minister Amit Shah and the top leadership of BJP with the Congress, it seems BJP has an edge when it comes to campaigning. Now, the fact that the Lakshman Savadi has exited, also Jagdish Shettar, but the fact that the Bajrang Dal issue is also being served on the platter to the BJP. There are many issues that were going in favor of Congress initially when they rigged up all the local issues, being it corruption, being it 2,000 rupees to women or 3,000 rupees to unemployed graduates. It all changed the issues that BJP picked up from the Congress and is using against them, I think that we have to see how it played out after the voting and when the results come. The fact that Congress is saying that it is not deterred by the fact that BJP is using Bajrang Dal issue to its advantage.
Okay.
But how can they explain when D.K. Shivkumar says I'll go temple to temple, build temples, and how will Lakshman Sawadi, how will Moily, and for that matter Jagdish Shettar says that Bajrang Dal cannot be banned by the state. It means the Congress is bit perturbed about the fact that this issue has been used by the BJP and this can swing vote in favor of BJP.
Yes,
but how much
D.K. Shivkumar saying that Hanuman temples will be built across the state if the Congress party comes to power, but also Mallikarjun Kharge, who gave out a chant saying Jai Bajrang Bali. So we clearly see a shift in the narrative. But going across to Mr. Rajagopalan, there's also a very stark difference in the way the Congress party is approaching the assembly elections in Karnataka. Very clearly, no national issues have been mentioned by the Congress party. They're keeping it to local issues as much as possible, and that's the reason why questions are being raised on Prime Minister Modi's campaign. It has an impact, yes, but the voters also know that there is a difference between the Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections. Is that going to be one of the factors, or do you think that the Bajrang Dal issue is going to trump it all?
No, to put it in a nutshell, the Congress peaked much earlier, much before the campaign started. So once the campaign started, the Congress got relegated and BJP has come to the forefront. Apart from that, Pratibha, you are a Kannadiga girl, and you know the way in which Prime Ministers connect with the Kannadigas, especially during 8 rallies, I rapt attention, I heard him. In over every sentence, he said there is no translation needed, but I will give some Kannadiga words. And moreover, whenever he started with Sagoda Sagare, like that, it connects the people. Whereas Congress leaders like Rahul Gandhi, who is in Delhi, creating a problem for Delhi University Vice Chancellor, and he does not want to go to Karnataka. Mallikarjun Kharge telephoned him and said, come to Karnataka. He said, my sister and my mother are there. So there is a conflict between the Gandhis and also between Yedurappa, between Mr. Siddaramaiah and Shivkumar Mallikarjun Kharge, who is going to be the chief ministerial face. Apart from that, in 25 rallies of Prime Minister, he focused on Hindutva, 40% versus 85%, Hanuman, Talabandi, Tuštikaran, Kali Ghosh. He says, Mujhe Gali de do, like that. So therefore, Congress manifesto is too negative. That is what Mr. Prime Minister also emphasized. He says negative things are in the Congress, whereas in BJP it is positive. Whatever you say, whichever side you can look at it, it is very fierce. The fight is very, Hindi mein kahavat hai, Kanta ki takkar. It's a 19-20, 19 and 20 difference. That is no style of campaigning. BJP has, now got the imagination of the voters. That is why at least 18 to 20 top leaders of BJP are spread out to 224 constituencies. Whereas Congress is struggling, and my understanding is, again I repeat, BJP has an edge thanks to Prime Minister's 3 days campaign in South Karnataka.
Okay, all right. Mr. B.S. Arun, what do you think is going to be the biggest factor in the Karnataka polls, as we're seeing here in the visuals? The Prime Minister's mega rally in Bengaluru. Is Bengaluru going to be one of the deciding factors, or do you think, like some of, in fact, the people who have gathered, they're also saying that the Bengaluru roadshow is going to have an impact across Karnataka, because people from all across the state come to Bengaluru for work, and this roadshow is not just going to have an impact in Bengaluru, across the state?
Well, it's very difficult to say. Only a cephalogist can predict this. I think it will be, I won't be taking the bite on that, because, South Karnataka is not the entire Karnataka, or Bangalore is not the entire Karnataka. If I can tell you, there are 70 urban seats in Karnataka and 134, in the rest of Karnataka, in the rural areas. So, and that's what matters more than the 70 seats. Of course, both are important. So it's difficult to say. And the Bajrang Dal issue, true that the BJP has wrested the initiative, but then Bajrang Dal is, Karnataka is not like UP, where Bajrang Dal is very important. Karnataka, it is not so. It is not heard in many districts. So to equate this with winning the elections, I think is a bit far-fetched, and it would be better to wait till the end of the till the polling and the results. What I would like to also add here is that the Prime Minister's stress on Bangalore, there is a reason for it, because in Bengaluru the BJP had been on a decline. If we look at the statistics, in 2008 BJP won 18 seats. In 2013 it got reduced to 13, and in 2013 it got reduced to 13, and in 2018 it was further reduced to 11 seats, and Congress won 15. Of course, a year later, 4 people defected, they contested and won again. So BJP's strength went up to 15 out of 28.
Okay.
So when this is the situation, I think Modi wants to, increase the number of seats that the party would win in these current elections. And BJP has been saying that they want to take this number to 20, and that's why this, added focus on Bangalore. But I still feel, it's as my friend Rajgopalan said, it's Kentucky Tucker in Karnataka.
Okay.